Chilling in a diva den from 6 to 10. You already know how we do. It's your girl Kiki. We just had Mimi from Love and Hip Hop not too long ago. This time I got my girl Tami Roman. What's up, mama?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. We in the Diva Den are so excited to be talking to you tonight. You have a lot of fans here with me. And first, let me just go ahead and give my condolences because we know you just went through a terrible loss not too long ago, and that is never easy.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
First things first, was it hard for you to deal with the ladies and to film when you were going through such a tough time, with your mother and everything? Like, you had real life issues going on.
Well, I think that, with any situation, doing Basketball Wives is my job. So although it was, I was dealing with things personally at home, I still had to show up for work. So, I still contributed and, brought my real story. And a part of my work is bringing my real life. So I was able to bring that part of my life to the show and deal with it within my work environment rather than having to hide it.
Right, and we get to kind of go through that with you and pretty much see exactly how everything went down. And I mean, I know that had to be hard.
Yes, it was very difficult, to say the least.
Yeah, some people are saying, though, in recent interviews, you seem like you're a little bit over the whole Basketball Wives franchise. We, as viewers, we watch it and I know for me, I love the way that you called out the producers when they were trying to make you the big bad wolf this season. Like, as a viewer, we could tell that certain people just really wanted things to go really, really wrong between you and Tasha, and you kind of just weren't going for it. I mean, do you feel like you still have something to offer the franchise?
Contractually, I'm obligated, so, I will be a part of that situation. But, my focus right now is my own show called The Roman Empire, and That's in development. And, we're getting all of our storylines, our cast members, our cameos, we're lining all of that stuff up to get our shooting schedule date.
Right.
And so that's really my focus, is making sure that I bring people the real Tami. But, I'm thankful to Basketball Wives because they made me such a one-dimensional person that I really have so much more to show everybody. I'm very happy that they did it that way.
I mean, because
not even knowing they were helping a sister out.
Right? Just because as a viewer, it's a struggle to sit and watch somebody so real, force conversation with people who are just completely fake. I mean, we got Shani on this season. She's trying to be tough. We know we don't buy that at all. Susie's knocking people hats off. We know that's fake. And Evelyn's playing a victim. Where's the real? I can't do it. So I'm excited to hear that you're going to be doing your own show. And I can't wait to see that. We'll be watching for sure. In other news, I know you're on TV One as well with the series Bells.
Yes, we taped Bells maybe 2 summers ago. We had a 7-episode run, and it was a great experience for me. I got to work with Elise Neal and Keith David and Ella Joyce, so wow. I was very excited to show up to work every day.
Right.
I just commend TV One for stepping out of the box and trying to give, a different image of African Americans. Our show is about a successful Black family that owned a restaurant in Atlanta and the things that they go through. And Miguel Nunez and Ed Weinberg were the executive producers, and they tried to put something positive out there. Now, in the world of reality TV, where people's knocking each other in the face and, all of this stuff and telling all they love business and having sex on TV and, the shows like that are out there, we didn't get enough viewership, and so TV One was forced to cancel us. It was a great run while it lasted.
But I know that was still your element, because acting is your first love, right?
My first and only love. I sound like I'm in Love Jones now, but no, it really is something that's true to my heart that I fell into, by chance. Doing the Real World kind of sparked the whole acting journey. And then I really took it seriously and studied with people like Chip Fields, who's a great acting coach and was a mentor for me. And as of lately, Mariska Phillips and, just watching people like Tasha Smith and learning from them.
Absolutely.
Keisha Campbell and learning from them, And so I really, really respect the craft, and it was a return to me, and hopefully I'll be able to, go back to what I love and not necessarily have to do reality TV, which I love as well, if I'm able to control the imagery that's being put out.
You can't be mad at that. Like, you've conquered the reality world. You're an established actress. And we just, found out not too long ago, you're now on the Tiny Tonight Show. Like, you're an official host, right?
Yes, I am one of the official co-hosts.
Congratulations.
For that show.
We definitely think you are so right for the job.
I was excited just to be able to work with those ladies. Trina, she's the baddest bitch. and Tiny's just so cordial and personable, and just made me feel so comfortable. And, Claudia Jordan and I have been in the same company in the past, so it just felt like, oh, okay, my only challenge was that people, were saying I was there to replace Tamar, and
right.
If anybody knows, you cannot replace Tamar.
No, I mean, you
just cannot do it.
Right. Like, I mean, but you are a great place, so to take the place of Tamar, because she's just as real. So shout out to Tamar. What do you think you're gonna add to the cast? Like, what do you think you're bringing to Tiny Tonight that the other ladies may not, bring?
I think life experience, in terms of topics and things that we, have to talk about. I'm the oldest, co-host. Mm-hmm. And I think that I've been through it all, so whatever they decide to talk about, I can go with them toe to toe, and I think I just have a clear point of view on most things, and things that I'm passionate about. I definitely will offer my opinion, and I'll offer my opinion if they don't ask me.
Oh, we know.
I think
that's why we love you.
I think that's why I fit.
Yeah. Well, that's just adding more things to the resume that is Tami Roman. We also heard things about you putting out a book. So is that true?
I am in the process of working on a book, and this has been a labor of love for about 5 years now. Wow. Because I write my own stuff. I don't have people, I don't call people in the middle of the night and say, oh, what about this? And then they write the whole thing for me. I like to sit down, get my thoughts together, and then take it to someone. And I did just that, a young lady named Falana Bowles. We've been working on this for about 5 years. Mm-hmm. And, we're getting ready to start putting the finishing touches on everything. But for me, it was important that the story that Tami wants to tell, the information that Tami wants to relay, are my thoughts. I had to take time to put those things to paper for myself before I turn them over to somebody else. And that's just how I approach all of my businesses. I do things from, the thought process all the way to delivery, and I'm involved every step of the way. I've never been a person to just slap my name on something or, trying to get a quick dollar over here or over there. That's not how I operate. And so the book is no different than any other thing I'm involved with. I'm hoping that people will love it. I'm hoping that people will take something away from it. And it's completely different than what they expect. Mistress 101 is a relationship book. And people say, well, you don't even have a man. How you going to talk about relationships? Well, because I've been married, I've had men, and I didn't exactly approach things the right way. So from experience, I'm able to now come back and go, I should have put more into this. I should have done this. I should have looked at this differently. I should have handled this situation a different way so that I could have kept my relationship. So, there's always going to be a critic, and there's always going to be somebody to say, well, why you? And I think that I'm the person, why not me?
Okay. Okay. I think that's interesting things because it's, Mistresses 101. That's the title.
Yeah. Basically sat down with a lot of other women. That's basically what I did. I went to the other women, people who have been mistresses, who have
Girl, did you call Evelyn?
Men or men in relationships.
Look, did you call your girl?
I did not. I did not call her, no. I could jab right there, but I won't go above that now.
You like, I'm going to let you have that one.
Little Tammy sleeping.
With reality TV, And we, as fans, we watch and we love people like you and Tamar and even Jocelyn, because we just know we're getting 100% real on and off camera. Mm-hmm. So do you sometimes regret being so open and so real, because you've received a lot of backlash from it? I mean, there was protests and they had your name all in it. I didn't have that problem. I loved it. But do you regret, being so open sometimes?
I don't regret it, because I think that everything that I've done on the show has taught me something.
Absolutely.
Whether it's taught me how to, communicate with people, how to teach me how to dig deeper into self, right, to understand why I was having certain emotions. The only thing that was hard was in me opening up and, telling my real story and dealing with real issues. People did misconstrue my intentions or the way certain things played out on my show. And that was very, very difficult for me, because I'm like, no, I'm just, I'm just being me. I'm just, right, being real, and this is how I handled it. And it might not have been right, but I'm not a bully. I'm not this person. I'm not that person. So that was very difficult for me to deal with, but I don't regret it, because it taught me how to now come back this season and really calm myself down and not be involved, with lashing out and, just articulating my thoughts, which is something that I knew how to do anyway. I just chose not to. In
a lot of situations we saw from the previous seasons, it's just how me and my girls would have reacted the same way. And a lot of those women that signed those petitions would let somebody tell you they slept with your husband and you didn't know about it. You damn right I'm finna slap you. And you in arm's reach. So, a lot of that was just critics just, taking something and running with it, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think if people were honest with the moments that they're watching, they would have approached them the same way with, with no cameras around. Okay. You know what I mean? At least for me, I'm not one way on TV and then a different person at home. I'm the same all the time.
I think that's why people buy into you. You know what I'm saying? That's why we really are interested in you, because we know it's real.
Well, I appreciate that. It does go wrong sometimes, but
trust me, it'll go listen, be real, and it'll go all the way far. I'm telling you. We know that you're grinding and you got all these things going on, and we heard about your special talent in the bedroom with your Hot 97 interview. So,
good God Almighty.
And like most women, we know you appreciate a good vibrator. So, you ever thought about a sex toy line?
And the thing about it is, it works for Candy, and she has just monopolized the game with regard to that, so that's her lane. But I felt like, in terms of competitiveness with the industry and the market, I wanted to do things that were organic to me.
Okay.
And I am a nail polish, lip gloss girl. I rock a weave, so I got a hairline. I love accessories. You know what I'm saying? So I do the jewelry thing. And there really wasn't anybody from reality TV that had kind of stepped out and really owned that moment. So I figured, okay, I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. Let me just add my spoke, and hopefully I can be the person to own that moment. And luckily for me, Walgreens saw my product and, the quality of the product. The ingredients are all natural. It's made in the USA.
Wow.
And they were very, they wanted me to be a part of the family, and I was very appreciative of that. So people always ask me, when is it going to be at Walgreens? In December is when we hit stores, Walgreens. We're in 500 select stores now. Okay. We started off with 4. We just got another 100 stores. So, it's making its way around, and I'm just appreciative and thankful. And we'll be introducing Light Up Mascara and Light Up Shadows.
I saw that.
And
I went on the it's called
full-fledged.
TR Love, right? TR Love is the name of the line.
TRLoveCosmetics.com.
I saw that. I was like, oh, this is cute. And then the names of the nail polish were hilarious. What was the one? Super Tramp or
Super Tramp, Make It Rain. The pearls.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll definitely be looking out for that. That hits stores in December, in Walgreens in December.
Until December, they can go to trlovecosmetics.com if they want to check out the line.
Okay, and they can order it straight from there, right?
They can order it straight from online, and I just want to let everybody know that with the passing of my mother, she battled liver cancer till she couldn't fight any longer. And I know that there are a lot of women and men that are dealing with cancer in their family.
I just lost my uncle.
So when you purchase TR Love Cosmetics products, a portion of the proceeds is donated to a center in California that helps people, cancer patients that are battling or dealing with cancer. And it's geared for people who are financially unable to, pay for all of their treatments or pay for their therapies or pay for their group sessions. So
that's amazing.
That's in my mother's name. Yeah, and I wanted to do that for her, to keep her memory going. And I'm very happy of the direction of the line. So, it's not going in vain. You're not just buying lip gloss. You really are helping a great cause.
So, ladies, divas that are listening, go right now to the trlovecosmetics.com website. Purchase your lip gloss or your fingernail polish. Send me a picture at the Kiki on Twitter and the Diva Den and make sure they do something special for you. You can also get all of Tami's information off of our website, divadenent.com. Right now, look, girl, we about to go order up some nail polish because, that's seriously no.
I appreciate that.
That's a good cause, Tami, and we're definitely behind you 100%. Thank you so much for checking in with us, Mama.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
And we'll be checking for that reality show. We definitely want to see the Roman Empire.
Yes, the Roman Empire, Mama. Thank you.
Busy Works Beats production.